So yes, I agree 100%. Domain-specific fine-tuning, that is typically what we would see in the software company that I'd been at for a long time, Nebula. We would typically take an open source large language model, like a Llama model, open source by Meta, and then fine tune it using something like LoRa, low rank adaptation, to very cost effectively fine tune that model to our needs. But yeah, Adlan, I understand you have a lot of experience with instruction based fine tuning as a viable alternative.
Absolutely. Actually, the last experiment I did was instruction-based fine-tuning, and it's good to mention it because it was a very simple kind of instruction actually. So we were augmenting the knowledge of a foundation model, a pre-trained LLM, and this knowledge was on about very specific topics that the pre-trained LLM wouldn't be able to really talk with us about. And it was indeed instruction-based fine-tuning because the instruction, was to ask, to train, to fine-tune the foundation model to give very simple answers, like in one or two words, two or three words. For example, if the input is that what is the most attention-seeking between a cat and a dog, the output will be just a dog, and the instruction will say that the answer needs to be very simple, instead of, for example, explaining why a dog needs more attention than a cat. So that was the instruction, and yes, that's how I fine-tuned this. It was actually an Amazon Titan model again, and indeed, after the fine-tuning process, instruction-based fine-tuning, the fine-tuned foundation model was giving very simple answers, straight to the point.
Nice. Very cool. And so like to help me contrast in my mind, how how do we like how is in this instruction based fine tuning that you're describing right now? Like in this case, you're changing the instructions to the model, but how is that different from the domain specific fine tuning in a bit more detail?
It's just that in instruction-based fine-tuning, you have an extra column in the data set that
I see.
gives the specific instruction. So it's like emphasizing it. It's like forcing it in a way.
I see. I see. And that has tended in your experience deploying these things to get to better, more concise results, more aligned with what you were hoping for.
Exactly. Yes.